Until very recently, this couch was trash. This couch was on some rich lady's front lawn, freshly placed that morning, and I saw it and I grabbed it. And now a piece of bad furniture, which may very well have a squirrel or a family of squirrels living within it, is part of the family, baby. It's about that time. It's Mike in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
Want to keep it light today. Get it light, get it tight. I wanted to talk about neighborhood tropes. We have a couple things in our neighborhood that I always notice, and I always have questions subconsciously about that and how they came to be and why they're still like they are. I asked you on Twitter at Mike Falzone for a bunch. What happens in your neighborhood? And now we delve. Let's learn more about each other. Let's have a good time. I hope you had a lovely Memorial Day weekend. I hope you spent the day not being a piece of dirt trash. I hope you, I don't even know really what that means, but I hope you were doing something that in some way would make someone else proud of you. And I hope you weren't off somewhere contributing to the problem, being a garbage boy or girl. Here's one thing I've noticed about my neighborhood. We have a lot of well-to-do older couples. I'm talking late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s, late 40s, early 50s. Everyone does this thing where they get married and they get this beautiful house, and then they decide to wear workout gear, usually Adidas, all black, always, and they walk with each other. And I think that part's adorable. Take walks. Being outside is so important, getting kissed by the sun. But by the time I see them, one member of the relationship is definitely 3 or 4 steps ahead of the other person and not happy. So that means one of two things. One, they got into a fight on the walk. Or 2, they got into a fight right before the walk, and now they don't necessarily feel like walking with each other, but they made a promise that they would walk at the same time. Now, this raises a couple questions. 1, who gets in a fight on a walk? What could that fight possibly be about? And maybe even more mysterious, who would get into a fight before the walk and still decide to go on the walk? That doesn't make any sense. But that's definitely the funnier of the two. Eric, your son is a goddamn coward. He's a goddamn coward like his father. Now get your tracksuit on. We're taking a walk. You can't get in a fight doing a tandem activity. You never see people fighting on the... Batman and Robin never fought when he was riding sidecar. The other thing that I've been noticing recently around my place, I don't know if this is a new trend. If you go a couple miles away to the richer part of the area, there are people with driveways with a steep incline. We're talking about, I don't know what the percentage would be, but it goes way up. At the top of a lot of these driveways, you'll see a basketball hoop. And I'm confused. That basketball hoop has to be from a previous marriage, right? Because it doesn't make any sense. We live on the side of a cliff. What would go... Wait a minute. I know what the top of our garage is missing. It's one of those things that looks frustrating. Like when somebody's using one of those apps to put text onto pictures from their phone, but they use all the fonts. What's the maximum amount of time you could have fun playing basketball on a cliff? It's fun till somebody misses. Whoever owns that hoop isn't trying to become a basketball player. They're trying to become a basketball finder. You spend most of your career across the street. Let's take a look at what's going on in your neighborhood. Rudy Giuliani booed at a Yankee stadium on his birthday. Baseball stadiums love, if someone is there that the crowd doesn't like, they love putting that person on the Jumbotron. Meanwhile, next to you on the upper deck, there's a kid with his shirt off, dancing his ass off, who wants his 15 seconds of glory. Let's check out what's going on in your neck of the woods, is what all weather people say. Ooh, 62 of you guys. Lon Harris says, Silver Lake has so many flyers posted around for dog walking services that I've seen numerous parodies. That's hilarious. One of them was for a roommate walking tickling service. Another one was for a service that wanted to keep your dogs forever, etc. Brett Ehrlich says... Ehrlich? Is that it? Brett Ehrlich says trombone guy is probably only funny when you're in the mood for it. My friend Steve says the fact that there isn't any in my street makes me think that I am the weird guy. Survey says, Julia Fang, there's a neighbor that has a unicorn-shaped hedge out in the front yard. They're not very nice, though. And the neighbor kids keep taking away its horn. No matter how many times they try to fix it, it's both hilarious and a bit sad. That's karma. Anything festive that you put in your front lawn, at some point in the lifespan of that thing, it's going to get took or humped by a teenager. Everybody knows that. You don't need to be a science. Jamie says, Pokemon Go legendary raids. I'm not mad at it. I could get those shiny Honos on my own. You know? No. I have no idea what that means. Will says about twice a month somebody drives down my street in an old Ford Taurus station wagon, beeping the horn. I can only describe as very broken. Oh, that's great. Gabe said there's a large group of medieval knights who train across the street from my house once a week. I have a video if you're interested. Gabe, I'm obviously interested. Says our neighbor has some chickens that will always walk down the street in a line in the morning and walk back to their house still in line in the same order in the evening. And then somebody commented, #pecking order. Just follow me and read all the people who reply to what I say, because they're all funnier. Camille Collins says, a little old man in my apartment complex exclusively uses his window for entrances and exits. What floor does he live on? I think I like this man. He has a story. He says, at like 50 kittens. Dan says, flash flooding. Thank you, Dan. Sorry, Dan. Mo, there's a guy who stands around at the intersection with 2 toy WWE belts shouting at people to go to church. Sometimes he has a microphone and could be seen dancing with no headphones or music playing. Abby, I used to walk to work, but I'd have to leave 5 minutes earlier because I'd be stopped by an old person sitting on their porch who wanted to talk. Can't wait to be that old person. Felicia Sains says there's a group called Honk. That's a bunch of people playing brass instruments. They parade around during the spring/summer. Sometimes they ride very sparkly neon-covered bikes down the densely trafficked roads. Sounds unsafe but fun to watch. Here's another one. There's an old man who slowly saunters around my old college campus playing the banjo while his little dog follows behind him. Sarah, the real MVP, tweets, my neighbors make and sell meth out of their home. You should call whoever you call that makes that different. Miranda, people's dogs just escape. We've housed like 3 lost dogs in the past year. You and your family are just taking people's dogs. All right, that was really fun. I like my chair very much. This is working out. Lovely young lady sent in some bad furniture. Let's throw it to her and throw it over to her.
Hey Mike, Hallie here, reporting to you live from Chicago, Illinois in the alley behind my apartment, and I just found some really bad furniture. How are you supposed to pee with any privacy? Oh wait, there's a little shade there. All good.